People, welcome to another edition of the finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim, and Ninja Boy. Now we're just looking at his account today, mainly because they've still got the problems with recording, and as you can see, we're not in our normal room. Ninja Boy, tell us what was so exciting about the Hardy Boys event in Ring Dommy Dim Dom.
I got my first event card.
It's his first ever event cards, but not one, two. Ooh. Count them on your fingers, not one, but two event cards for Ninja Boy. And it's been not just a good weekend for him, been a good weekend for me too, because I got the two cards as well. And also, I have to say, for Team BadLadDad, because I think if Ninja Boy goes on to Team BadLadDad, you will see, getting ready for this evening's team event, if you just view Team Deck, it's a bit of a Hardy frenzy. A bit of a Hardy frenzy. Now, I'm sure you all know, but those early rounds in Road to Glory, team event, you can put just about any cards in and win. So what
unless they're like commons.
Unless they're commons. What we agree upon is we can all chuck in some cards you need to power up to start off with, as long as you change them over after a couple of hours, I don't know, a couple of hours maybe, something like that. So that's what we do, and it's going to be quite good coming up to this week's event, because we should all have our Hardys fully charged and ready to rock. Now then, Ninja Boy, what are you doing in terms of your actual overall ranked mode? Where are you? Let's have a look and see where you are. Because the reason why Ninja Boy was able to get those Hardys was he just tipped into WrestleMania mode, or WrestleMania tier, on the Ring Dommy Dim Dom, but he's not made it just yet on ranked mode. Now, looking at his deck, just looking at his deck there, I just certainly reckon he needs an Ultimate Pro female in action, or a decent single WrestleMania female would do. But where are you going to get one of those from? You're not going to get it as a pool, so you've got to hope that perhaps one of the team events coming up in the next week or two. You're right there. Coming up in the next week or two is going to give him something that he can chuck in there. Apart from that, of course, getting another Ultimate Pro would certainly help. But of course, some Ultimate Pros are actually weaker than those individual Hardy cards, aren't they?
For example, my Darren Young.
He's got Darren Young.
He's worse than Hardy's.
It's not going to make the squad. He's not going to make the squad. And you've got two Ultimate support cards there, because the support cards do make a bit of a difference. That's a yes, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
Right, okay, why don't you just play a couple of matches while we talk about what's coming up. What's coming up? Of course, we do have this team event. Let us know, by the way, how you got on with your Ring Dommy Dim Dom. Did you get the cards? An awful lot of people sent an awful lot of tweets over the last couple of days saying, look at this, I've done it. So well done you guys, well done all of you who've managed to get that. And of course, it is going to be interesting to see what they do with the Road to Glory this week, to see whether they make it bigger or longer, or just the same distance and start off at a higher tier card. Yes, a ninjas, a boykas.
I haven't appeared off camera yet, so.
Well, where are you going?
Nowhere. It's just like a tradition in video. I have to.
That's your trademark, is it? You've got to go missing for. Of course, the difference is he's actually sitting down. I've got somewhere to sit today. Sit, sit. I said that. I pronounced that as clearly as I could. Sit. I have no idea what he was thinking about then, boys and girls. Do you? Yeah. More often than not, since we've had all this everything being shuffled around, he's not always got a seat next to me, so it's been a bit luckier today. Now what we've got planned after this is we'll do a champions video, because I think it's been a couple of weeks since we've done WWE Champions. So we're going to do a champions video so you guys can see where we're at. And I've had a couple of quite nice pulls, I have to say. But I think I'm right in saying Ninja Boy's had one of the pulls that we've really wanted, and I don't think I've mentioned it to you. I don't think I've tweeted it. I certainly haven't Instagrammed it, and I haven't Facebooked it. And I'm pretty sure it's not appeared in a video. So you've got that coming up. Why don't you just talk rather than keep putting your hand in the air? What would you like to say?
One of the
We're not in class now.
One their stats must have gone up because I've just gone to Ultimate Plus Plus.
Ultimate Plus Plus. Plus 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 Plus. Right, so you must have just boosted someone, yeah? Now, have you had any decent pulls? While you were doing Ring Dom, have you had any decent pulls?
My best, well, the highest pull I got was SummerSlam.
Right.
So no.
Right, I had quite a few pulls. The best one I had was actually 4 shards from the end of Huddy number 2, where I got Rusev WrestleMania. So I was very pleased to pull a WrestleMania card. I think that was a bit ahead of schedule. I didn't feel I was due one perhaps until the end of this week, going into another event. So pleased to get that. I also got another Elite Seth Rollins. Cecilia Rollins at number 4.
You got multiple.
Number
Kofi
4.
Kingston
I have got another Kofi Kingston to add to the 57,000 million Kofi Kingstons I've had previously. Obviously he's got nothing to do now. He's got his foot up because he's in plaster, so he's obviously pestering me. And I got a couple of Hardens as well. So there are quite a few decent cards knocking about. Some are going into the Fusion Chamber. Some are being fed into cards. And of course Rusev, I've got to get him up and running. Now, you stopped playing?
Yeah.
He stopped playing. Right, okay, I think what we will do then is... Oh, he's off. I was going to say we'll have a quick look at my account because he seems to want to disappear.
Hello.
Oh, he's saying hello?
Hello.
Okay, it's very confusing in the middle of a video to start doing things like that. What we shall do then is we'll just pause here, and then come back and you will see my account and I'll I'll do something that's a lot easier to do than the sentence I just tried to say. So we'll see you in a flash. And we're back, just like that. But we're in a different room. How did we do that? The amazing wonders of technology. Right, now let's have a quick look and just see where I am in terms of King of the Ringonian. And as you can see, very close, and so much so I've just lost that one 3-2. Same old story, people battling through. Like, obviously put a weak female squad in there, but everyone else and every other round, it's just pros everywhere. Pros.
100 credit deck refill.
Pros.
Commons are powered up.
As you see, I've got my Hardys in there powering up. And if we have a look at the standings, we're about 4th or 5th? Yeah, 4th. But as I say, and as I keep saying, these WrestleMania King of the Rings, they're just, it becomes a lottery. You can beat someone 3 times in the ladder stage, and then you come to play them in the quarterfinals. They get the procs. But you really need to speak German to know what's going on in this King of the Ring. It all seems to be in German. It seems to have been entered into a European German edition for some reason. So, let's not bother saying. I was going to start typing something. I thought, no dankes, thank you. And I was thinking, right, what can I say in German? It's like, don't really know an awful lot of German, I have to admit.
I do, but I don't think it's appropriate.
You don't think it's appropriate? Why? What was it going to be? Sorry? Whisper it to Big Jim. No, that's not appropriate. That's, trust you to know.
You know
A German word that you're perhaps using frustration when things aren't going so well. Probably the English and American equivalent would rhyme with clap or hit. There's two, anyway, I digress. That's not important right now. What is important is seeing my cards, seeing who I've got in my WrestleMania squad, and certainly not in the females, because I don't have any females. Come here, get out of it. Right, general cards. Oh, don't need to scroll down, do we? So, as you can see, Shawnee Michaels. Broccoli has just been pro'd, so still working on him. He's in that King of the Ring as well, having his matches powered up. Roman Reigns doing his stuff. Bazza Corbin. I have to say, I'm tapping on him. Nothing's happening. Cedric.
Really cares about you.
Cedric is a pretty weak WrestleMania card, so if he's coming up against another WrestleMania card, you're unlikely to win any matches. Well, I've seen Ellsworth win some matches. Look at this. Come on. Now my blooming game's playing up. There's the Hardys. Good old Hardys. Randall. Oh, come on. We're really not having the luck with the technology today. The Roodster, Nevs, Shinsuke Nakamura. Right, come on, let's get out of that. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. And let's have a quick look at the team cards then, just to see what we've got coming up. We don't have... Come on, scroll! Right, that was probably a bit too quick. For some of you then, you've got Elite Eric Rowan. Well, I guess some of you, you've got Rusev. Eric Rowan, Big E. Samoa Joe is going to be the big one for us, because that's going to be added to our WrestleMania squad. I'm saying that with the confidence of knowing that Team BadLadDad hasn't missed out on a card for several months. So if we've wanted something, we've targeted it, we've got it. What's that coming at the top? Oh, jeez. Right, so it's just messages flying in left, right and centre. So there we go. Look, that's it for now, because I think we're fighting a losing battle with not just the flat and the rooms, the technology, the Wi-Fi, and just about everything else that we're trying to make work right now. It can be very frustrating at times, but not so frustrating that we don't want to come and say hello to you guys. So do let us know how you've got on. Let us know what you're targeting in the team event. If you want to follow us on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, please do. More importantly, smack a like on the button down below. Subscribe if you want to see some more of these wonderful videos filmed in various rooms, all just for you. And until we see you next time, you stay cool.